This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Depot, largest selection and best prices in the Pacific Northwest. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Discmania Link. Big thank you to the Disc Golf Depot for sponsoring this video. Check them out on Facebook. If you are in the Portland, Oregon area, I highly recommend checking out the Disc Golf Depot for all of your disc golf needs. They have a giant selection, great prices, and they also have a whole bunch of used plastic as well. So for newer players or people on a budget, myself included, I love to look through the used stacks, and there's always some great throwers in there for a great deal. So go check them out. I appreciate their support. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's get into the review of the Exo Soft Link by Discmania. So I have a weird kind of beam of sunlight coming into my review studio here today. I'm going to try to make it useful, and yeah, it actually looks pretty good. It's a little bright, but it should be getting the job done. Evolution Link. Here are your flight numbers, 2301. I would say those are spot on based on my testing. The Exo Soft Plastic, there's also the Exo Hard, is actually much more similar to, in latitude terms, to the medium blends, Zero Medium or the classic blend from Dynamic Discs line. So, if you guys don't know, the Link and the entire Evolution line from Discmania is actually produced by Latitude 64 in Sweden. So they're really well made, very nicely designed products. I love Latitude plastic. I throw a lot of it myself. I've really connected with it over the years, and this definitely feels like a great solid Latitude disc, but just under the Discmania umbrella. So taking a look at it, it's got a really flat top, almost a little bit of a puddle top. It's got an extremely rounded outer edge, and it has a bead. I generally don't prefer the bead for putting, but in this particular disc, I love the way it feels for throwing. Let me see if I can find a weight on this guy. Yeah, 176, so full max weight disc on this guy. And here is a look at the profile. So you can see it's got some wear on it, but I've been throwing this thing a lot, not only for the review, but after I started testing it, it basically went straight in my bag. I just really like the feel of it, and the flight is tremendous. We'll get to that a little bit later, but you can see I put a bunch of throws on this disc already, and it's holding up fine. You know, it's going to take some damage like any other baseline disc, and it will break in, but definitely no issue there. That's pretty standard stuff. And again, if you're familiar with the medium, Zero Medium, or the classic blend from Dynamic Discs, this is basically the same plastic. Let's put it up next to a couple other things. First of all, this is a crown. This is another beaded putter designed by Tomas from Latitude 64. This one has a little bit of a scoop there. It's not as rounded. This is the actual soft blend from Latitude. So this is BT Soft for West Side, same as Zero Soft or Classic Soft. So this one, you can see much more flexible overall, but extremely grippy. The Evolution Exo Soft is not quite as flexible, but pretty much just as grippy. So it has a little bit firmer feel. So if you like that, a little bit firmer feel in the hand, is not as kind of floppy. This is definitely a good plastic for you to check out. Let's put these side by side so you can see the difference in the profile. So you can see the crown has that little bit of an underside scoop there, a little bit more old school maybe, where the Link is just really rounded on that full outer edge there. I am also going to throw in a picture right here that I took at the depot while I was picking this thing up for review of it next to a Judge. I don't have a Judge in stock, but I wanted to show it next to it. This is definitely a similar disc, but not exactly the same. The Judge also has a little bit of a scoop out on the underside, kind of like the crown, where the Link has that perfectly rounded outer edge that I really love and feels great in the hand. Also, I have a beaded JK Aviar. This is a Saki Bomb Aviar that I have. One off of the Saki Bomb Challenge last summer, part of my my winnings there for taking second place, and then there it is next to that. So again, very much like the crown, it has that little bit of a scooped underside leading to the bead, where the Link is extremely rounded the entire way. So love the feel of this disc. It's grippy. It feels like a Latitude disc I know and love, and it just feels amazing in the hand. I love the flat top, kind of puddle top nature, where the way my thumb lines up on that, and it releases really clean and smooth, and I love the feel of this disc. Let's talk about the flight of this thing. You're only getting me for the flight demos this time. I wanted to get this review done and I was out at Rooster Rock. I had my camera, and I figured since it's a putter, you're going to get the idea. You'll be able to see most of the flight, even without the zoom. So I figured it would definitely demonstrate how neutral and straight flying this disc really is. Inside the circle, I don't necessarily care for it. I've never really been a fan of beaded putters for putting. For some reason, they just never really connect with me. It's kind of seems more like it would be better for spin putting from my testing, but it could just be me. I'm used to using more understable putters like my magnets, so this disc was a little bit different because I have to putt it much more flat to get it to operate in a similar manner, and didn't necessarily connect with me that strong on the putting green, but I did throw a couple of putts in there for you to see it. But it is extremely straight, and if you're a more of a firm kind of flat straight in at the pole on a flat angle type putter, you're going to probably love this disc. It feels great, and it comes out really clean, and it flies super straight and neutral as a putter as well. But where this thing shines for me is off the tee. I absolutely love this disc. It holds a smooth hyzer, it will fly dead straight, flat and level all the way, and it will hold a nice turnover as well. It's an extremely neutral point and shoot putter. I can't say it enough. Throughout all of my testing, this thing just goes where I want it to go time and time again. That's why as soon as I started testing it, it went basically straight in the bag because I know what it does already. Like, as soon as I started throwing it, I could see it just holds the angle really, really well, no matter what angle I put it on, whether it's slight anhyzer, slight hyzer, sharp anhyzer for a long turnover shot that you'll see in the video, and just dead straight, smooth putter shots off the tee. This thing is phenomenal, and it is a really, really great disc. Honestly, this would probably be one of the better discs I can think of that's come out in a long time, especially if you wanted like a one disc for a one disc round. This thing would just be fantastic for that because it can fly on so many different lines, and it putts well, it throws amazing, and I really like this disc. So it went straight in the bag. I also really like the fact that it's called the Link. I'm choosing to kind of take some Zelda connotation from that, even though I'm sure it's for chain link, but hey, it says Link. We all know who Link is. I'm a huge Zelda fan, and that was definitely part of the reason why I was like, oh, I want to check this thing out and see what it's all about. And yeah, Latitude knocked it out of the park with this thing. They made a really solid mold for Discmania, and I think you guys are going to love this thing if you check it out. That is my review on the Evolution Link in the Exosoft plastic. Thank you once again to the Disc Golf Depot, the #1 shop in Oregon for your disc golf needs. Thanks to all you guys for watching. I'll check you later. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching, and big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you would like to see your name listed in the credits of all of my videos, go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.